You're on.
Hello, Maddie.
How are y'all?
Great.
I'm the special guest today.
Yes. You're the one that's going to keep the ball rolling for us today.
Uh-oh. We might be in trouble.
No, not really. He's right. We got a few things we're going to talk about today. Got a full schedule lined up, and I made me some notes today so I don't ramble on as much as I normally do.
I like the rambling, though.
Yeah, well, I ramble quite a bit.
We'll do that. We'll get off on that.
It don't take much to get me sidetracked. I got my mind don't stay focused on anything much for very long. First off, we'll start off with our local bands this week on December 1st. We got Leadfoot will be playing. I think this will be the first time.
Is that rock?
Be honest with you, I don't know. This will be the first time we've ever had them, so I think it's going to be. It probably most of all our stuff's like southern rock or country and everything. Then December 2nd, we got Last Rebel, which this guy. He looks like, he sings and stuff. And he's a big old fella. I ain't gonna make him mad no matter what. He's like 6'5" and stuff. He's a pretty big old boy, but he sings really good.
They're a good group.
Yeah, we've had him a couple of times, and everybody's really enjoyed it. So I'm looking forward to that. And I'm looking forward to Leadfoot too. I've never heard them, so this will be something new for us this week. So, but anyhow. And then also December 2nd, we got our American Legion Post 60 Toys for Tot run. They're going to have registration at 10. It's not only for bikes, it's for cars and whatever, anything that rolls that basically. And they're going to be registration at Post 60 at 10 o'clock, and then they're going to roll at 11, and then they're going to come to Tuck's Bar. And we got a big box inside the building there for Toys for Tots. It's about 3/4 full now, so we could use a few more toys in it if you want to stop and drop something off, and it's for a good cause for the kids. And
Can you make just regular donations too, or does it have to be toys?
I'm sure you can make regular donations too, whatever we need, whatever to help any of the kids or anything. And like I say, it's the Post 60 is one putting it on and stuff, and we appreciate everything that they're doing. And everything. Then Sunday we got Exile be in the building. They got 3 or 4 great songs, and it's all original members. It's the original members of the band, so it's going to be a good show. And
you still got tickets for that?
I think we got right around 38 or 39, 40, something like that. I mean, it ain't many, but we got a few tickets left for it.
I think it's going to be a real good concert.
It's going to be a great concert. It's all original members, and they're some of the best harmonizing groups, one of the best harmonizing groups out there, and I think it's going to be a really great show. And but we're really looking forward to that a lot. I'd like to also touch base on some other stuff we got going on. Like Monday nights, we have APA pool, 8-ball pool. It's a handicap pool league, and the reason I'm bringing this up today because we're forming new teams for the winter session, and I think it starts next week or week after.
Yeah, because we're doing the playoffs right now.
You're in the playoffs for the fall session right now, so but it's a if you're familiar with handicapping, you can take somebody that's never even played pool before and play against somebody that's an expert, and they kind of handicap it so that you've got a chance at winning. So like on the 8-ball, if I was a 5, I might have to win 6 games to Debbie's 2 games. So Debbie's has got to win 2 games to my 6. So it makes it even for everybody. And the good thing about it is it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of competition. Even if you don't win, you still have a good time. You're still part of the team. The teams are made up of eight people, maximum 8 people. You have to have a minimum of 5 people. And the good thing about it is if you get 8 people, then you don't have to be there every week, so it don't tie you down to play every week. As long as there's 5 people there playing, you're good to go. So, and you can play and try to get qualified to go play in the regional thing. And if you win the regional thing, then you get to go to Las Vegas and play pool. So that's a lot of fun. Last year we had 12 people.
Represented Tuck's Fall.
No, it was 9 people. 9 out of 12. Anyway, we had a bunch of people go last year, and it was really good. We got some great pool players at Tuck's, and You know.
I'm not one of them, but it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, well, me either, but I like playing. You know how that goes. And we do that every Monday night. And then every Tuesday night, we have what they call a fast eight. It's 4 solids, 4 stripes. It's open to anybody that wants to play. You got 4 solids, 4 stripes. It racks up like 9 ball, except for the 8 balls in the middle, and you play 8 ball rules. And usually you play the first one. It's the best out of 4 in the winner's bracket and the best out of 4 in the loser's bracket. So it's a lot of fun. So you get to play a lot of pool for a little bit of money and have a good time, and you're playing in competition. That's on Tuesday night. Wednesday night we have regular 9 ball tournament, just the regular bar room type 9 ball tournaments. And you know, in the wintertime, you know, we have a pretty good crowd show up for that.
I play, but I don't win.
Yeah.
I'm always glad.
So you do play?
Oh yeah, Debbie plays. She just started and she's really got into it. I mean, she's still learning a lot, just like I am, and we're having a good time with it.
It's fun though. I mean, I enjoy it.
Yeah.
I don't win, but especially on 9 ball.
Yeah.
I'm always going to Ashley.
If you've never been in our bar, we have 6 pool tables up front. It's the way our bar is set up is the 6 pool tables, and there's 3 high top tables, and there's a bar sitting all the way around. So if you don't want to sit back in the loud music where we have the live bands and stuff playing, or karaoke, or the line dance or anything, you're up front, so it's totally separate part of the building. And then the back part of the building is where we have like our concerts and our karaoke and our line dance and the dance floor. So it's actually like 2 separate bars there. So.
Yeah, because we do have a bar in the back also.
Yeah, there's a bar in the back. A lot of people, another thing too, a lot of people don't realize that the front bar represents the earth. It's a football field, and it's got all the SEC teams on it. We didn't leave out any of the SEC teams, so all of them on it.
The bar top.
The bar top, it represents the earth. The back bar has all the SEC teams on it, but it represents the sky. So, you know, a lot of people don't really notice that when they come in. We did that by design, and, you know, so we got the sky and the earth. So we got sky bar and a earth bar, I guess you want to say, or a front bar and a back bar. But anyway, that was kind of, you know, we kind of did it by design. I like to say we were smart enough to figure that out before it happened, but it happened and we come up with it, so it was a good thing. So on Wednesday night also, on Wednesday night, Tangy and Reed, they teach free line dancing lessons from 7 to 9. And then after 9 o'clock, I mean, and they wear mics on their head and everything. And they walk you through step by step. And then after 9 o'clock, you know, all the stuff that you've learned from that week or the previous week before that, we play requested music and they line dance the whole time to it. So they have a lot of fun doing that on Wednesday night. So if you like to dance, come out, get some free line dancing lessons. If you already know how to dance, just show up at 9 o'clock and then we'll play whatever you request, you know, whether you want to hear Copperhead Road or whatever you want to dance to. We can play it and you can dance to it. And, you know, and then Thursday night we have karaoke. Everybody comes in, sings karaoke and stuff, and occasionally I'll have a few beers and feel like I can sing and get up there. Hey, we know I can't sing, right, Maddie?
I'm sure you can. I'm sure it's beautiful. It's about like my singing, I'm sure. Maybe we should do a duet.
Yeah.
How's that?
How drunk you gotta be before you sing?
I'll do it sober.
Hey.
We'll do a duet together.
Yeah, buddy. That might be interesting. Anyway, got me choked up there. But another thing too is on Thursday night we have APA 9 ball tournament, which is the league pool play of year. And like I say, we're right in the middle of our playoffs right now for that, and whoever wins that playoff, then they get to go to the cities and play in the city, and then if they qualify, then you know you get a chance to go to Vegas and stuff. So it's a lot of fun. I mean, I think we got a group of folks going to Florida this week for APA, going to Florida to play. One of the teams out of the place who's going. So it's a lot of fun, and I mean, like I say, the whole team takes beginners all the way to experts. So I mean, they limit the points. So how you're ranked is how many points you got, and you can't exceed 23 points. So I mean, even if you're a beginner, you're gonna get to play just about every weekend because you know you can't. If you had all the experts, you'd exceed the 23 points, and then you'd lose. So anyhow, so like I say, we have a wide variety of people that play in the 9-ball. It's APA rules are just a fraction different, you know, but not a whole lot. Everybody adjusts really quick to them and has a great time with it. But anyhow, and then Friday and Saturday night we have bands with no cover charge, except for we got one Saturday night coming up. We're gonna have to have a cover charge because we're gonna have to sell tickets because I'm not gonna be able to get that many people in the building. You've been a young'un. Have you ever heard of the Velcro Pygmies?
Yes.
They're coming December 30th.
I will tell you this. So I went to college in Florence, Alabama. They're from Alabama, aren't they?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
But we used to go, they would play in downtown Florence a lot. They are a blast.
Yeah. Yeah. Only thing I'm worried about is I might have to get the building bubble wrapped because my neighbors might not care much for me after
They
that
are
night.
loud. It's going to be loud in there.
Yeah.
So if you're not about loud music, but they're a cover band, correct?
That's right.
It's from what I can remember. That's been a while ago.
Yeah.
I'm telling my age.
Yeah.
But I mean, they are awesome.
Yeah.
Like there's going to be, you're not going to have seats for that, are you?
No.
Okay, good.
What we
Because
originally was
it's
going
not-
to do was just going to charge a cover at the door, but my brother called me and said, Chuck, you might want to rethink that because you're going to have a lot of mad people in the parking lot that can't get in. So I think we may have to sell tickets to get in so we can kind of figure out how many we can get in the building, you know, because I got to stay within fire marshal
Because,
code,
I
you know,
mean, they dance. There's dancing. We used to, I mean, they're a good time.
It might be
Yeah.
like one of the old timey concerts. We might have any chair that may just be standing.
I
in the
honestly
front
just
end.
keep your little side tables that you got there
Yeah.
and maybe throw a few chairs,
Be like a
maybe
big
around
march
the
pit.
edges, but make the middle.
You gonna be
kinda
there?
like
Yeah.
You gonna be
I'll
there?
have to look. If I don't have my kids, I'll be there.
Yeah.
What day's it on?
It's on a Saturday.
Saturday.
December 30th.
Hmm.
Mhm.
I'm looking.
Yeah. But anyway, back to our schedule. December 8th, we've got Tequila Falls. They always put on a great show, and I love having them. Then we got some local fellas that are going to be there, and you know, everybody loves Shaw and all them guys. We got the Salem Rats going to be playing with it. Them guys. They're basically like our kids, you know. They put on a great show and have a good time, and they got a good following from all the local youth and stuff. So we love having them guys. And Shaw, he's great. You can pop in, see him singing, and about any time, every now and then he'll pop up on the stage with some of the other bands and sing too. So he loves to sing, and we're really looking forward to that. Then December 16th, we got the Space Donkeys will be back, and they're really good rock and roll band. They sing a lot of Journey and stuff like that. And then we're trying something different on December 17th. It's Pearl. Pearl Dean Terry's going to be playing there. It'll be
That's a
Cowgirls
Sunday.
Up. That's a Sunday. And we're going to have 2 bluegrass bands there. And they're going to be playing. They're going to start at 1 o'clock. It's no cover charge. I'm putting the bill on this one just because I want to get the see how the bluegrass thing's going to do. And Pearl came to me and she said, "Man, we really want to play around here, and you know, we don't have a lot of opportunity to play." And you know, I thought, I love bluegrass music, so you know, this might be a good opportunity to see how the bluegrass thing does. So we're hiring 2 bands, Cowgirl Up. Man, she told me the name of the other one. I can't pull it off the tip of my tongue right now, but there'll be 2 bands playing, and they'll start at about 1 o'clock, and they're gonna play up to about 4 or 5. Then after 4 or 5, all you bluegrass musicians and singers and everything, be sure to have your stuff in the vehicle with you because we're gonna have an open mic night. And so the band, they're gonna hang out and play, and we're just gonna have a big old jam session afterwards from about 5 to 8:30 or so. And it'll just be open mic night. Bring your stuff, come up on stage and play and sing. And you know, it'll be a good time. Most of the fun that we've had in the bar is after the concerts and stuff. A lot of times people come in and just sit down and jam. The other night we had Hawkshaw Hawkins was in there. He jammed all the time after the show, and then we had Shaw
After our concerts.
after the concert, and we had Shaw played, and then William was in there. We had Billy Walker's grandson, Sweepy Walker. He's a songwriter and stuff, performer. They perform a lot. he got up on stage. We had Hawk, Sweepy, Geneva. I mean, it was fun. It was a big old jam session. We finally had to cut it off because it got a little late, but that's the most fun to have, just people relaxing, having a good time, enjoying doing what they do, and singing. It's not that they're getting paid, it's just what they originally started doing this stuff for, and they really have a great time doing it, and we enjoy it, and it's fun just to sit around and watch people have a good time. So
Sometimes all of us end up singing.
yeah, anyway.
Oh, I'm sure that's a given. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, well, excuse me, I got a cough, but anyway, I'm looking forward to the bluegrass thing on December 17th. I think it's gonna be fun. I'm a big bluegrass nut. I like it. Debbie, she don't care much for bluegrass music, and
Well, before we opened the bar, I didn't listen to country music either, but
Now you like country music.
Yes.
What you listen to?
either like, I like 70s,
well, she listens to a lot of Christian music.
and I listen to Christian music too.
Debbie is a real Christian lady, so she listens to a lot of Christian music. I'll be honest with you, I hadn't heard her say but one cuss word in 20 years, and I think I made her say that.
I'm sure you did. That doesn't surprise me at
I
all.
don't have a reason to cuss
Mm-mm.
yet.
Yeah.
Talking about me, I know what you're talking about. I try to stay on her good
But
side.
I mean, you do
'Cause I have
like
seen
country music
I
now.
do now, yeah, because when, like, I told people before when we got Gene Watson, and I was like, who in the heck is Gene Watson? And he was on our jukebox, so Chuck started playing his music. Well, I got used to his music, and then I really did enjoy the concert. I didn't think I'd like it because I'm sitting on the front row, and I'm thinking I'm gonna be bored out of my mind. But
Well, I'll be honest.
I really enjoyed it. It was a really good concert. We was packed. I mean, that's
I'll be honest with you. When we opened this bar 2 years ago, and I told Debbie, I said, "There's, if we ever have any entertainment in this building, I said I want to have Gene Watson."
Yeah.
I said that's my favorite one. She said, "Who?" I said, "Gene Watson." She
Who's
said,
that?
"Who's that?" So she starts looking into how much it's going to cost to book him. Well, there was no way we could afford him, this is when we first started, and there was just no way. And as time went on, and as we grew, and then as we started making connections in the music industry and stuff, and getting hooked up with the right people. Dwayne hooked us up with a lot of great people and everything, and it just started rolling. It got to where, we started off with Confederate Railroad, and then we had T. Graham Brown. Then T. Graham, he played at our place on Sunday. Thursday night, he played the Grand Ole Opry after it. Then the next night, Gene Watson played the Grand Ole Opry. Friday night, then he played in our bar Sunday. So we had 2 Grand Ole Opry stars in 7 days playing our bar. We had T. Graham Brown one Sunday, and the next Sunday we had Gene Watson. So, my mama was a big country music fan. She was actually on the Crook and Chase show because she was a member of so many fan clubs. And I would like to know what my mama was thinking now, because I never thought that we would be able to get the type of people in our place that we're getting. There's a lot of there's a lot of people that said that they didn't think it would ever fly, and that we would ever be able to get the people in that we're getting, and the thing is, I think that there's the people in our community are starving for entertainment, and a reasonable, fair priced entertainment, and that's what we're trying to do. We're not trying to price gouge nobody. We're not, somebody keeps telling me, well, why don't you charge more for the tickets? Well, I could, but it would knock some people out of being able to afford tickets. I want everybody to be able to come get tickets. If they want to come to the show, I want them to be able to come to the show. And
this
there's
was originally just going to be a summer series.
yeah, we were just gonna do a summer series, and now we're gonna do one a month. Well,
We're trying to, we're trying to.
well, to be honest with you, trying to do one a month, but we have to take them when they come through. We're on the loop now, so. However, if somebody comes by, they'll call and say, hey, we're passing within 150 miles there. Do you want to try to book this band? And that's how it works, but we got to make sure we got plenty of time to plan and everything. And I'd like to say big thank y'all to thank you to you guys because without y'all, we wouldn't have grown the way we have because the advertisement and everything that we got going on with you has helped us broaden the reach to everybody. You know, now we're heard in Columbia, but it's on 107, I think it is.
Yes.
Yeah. So now we're up there. I mean, I went to Hendersonville yesterday, and I listened to it all the way to north of Cool Springs, so I could, you know, I heard the radio station all the way to Cool Springs, and then I came back and went to Decatur. I could hear in Decatur, and so it's reaching out, touching a lot of people, and I'm really thankful for that. And like I say, it's been a good marriage between us and you guys, and
too,
you know, KSR.
have...
We do advertising with KSR also. So.
Yeah, well, and if people don't have Facebook, that's another way they can it gets out to them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and because not everybody's got Facebook. So, but like I said, we got in trouble one time for not advertising, but you don't advertise a sold out show because you're just gonna get wore out on the telephone. So if you don't hear us advertising the show we got, that means it's sold out. And but you're still welcome to call because every now and then we have people call and cancel on us. Let's see, back to our schedule. We like to say with December 17th we got the Cowgirl Up Bluegrass open mic after 5 o'clock. December 22nd we got Chad Bradford back in. That's one of our first bands we had in there. We love these guys. They bring a good show every time they come. They seem to change their music, but they pay attention to what people are dancing to, and they're such good musicians. They can change around and play to what you want to hear.
Yeah.
And they try to keep the dance floor full as much as possible. December 23rd, we got Breeze will be back in, and you've seen some videos of him dancing and stuff.
Antonio does a lot of dancing when he sings.
So anyway,
he interacts with the audience too. So.
Oh yeah, he puts on a great show. And then we got December 29th, we got Steel Six. They'll be there.
They've never been there before.
I think Steel Six has. I think they have. But anyway, we'll have Steel Six December 29th. And of course, Velcro Pygmies. That'll be the only night Saturday night that we have a cover charge. You actually have to buy tickets to get in. They're just $15 though, so it ain't much to see the Velcro Pygmies. Then December 31st, we'll have our old friend Geneva being there playing for our New Year's party. We've got special permission to stay up until midnight because that's actually on a Sunday. So we went through the mayor and everybody, and they gave us permission to stay up until after midnight, so we can all celebrate New Year's together. January 7th, we got Colin Ray. He has, I think, 4 or 5 number 1 hits, and that'll be a super great show. Looking forward to that. And January 21st, we've got Greg Hall and Gary Michaels, which is the biker hypnotist. And Greg Hall has actually played in the building before. He's a singer-songwriter, comedian, and he does a really good job. He's actually been in the bar 3 times since he played, and we're really looking forward to having him back because he wants to come back, and we want to have him back. So that's going to be a good deal. And then we got, like I say, Gary Michaels. He's just got off a cruise ship. He's a great entertainer. He does hypnotism.
Come out and get hypnotized.
Yeah,
not
come
me.
on out and get hypnotized. I'm gonna hide for that one. That's not what I done found out. The one comedy show we had, you don't want to sit on the front row because if you sit on the front row, you're gonna get picked on. So
and
that's one show where you don't want to get on the front row. Anyway, but if you want to get picked on, come on. I'll be sure to sit you on the front row. And then February 11th. We got the Bellamy Brothers, and they'll be there. The tickets for that show are $50 and $40. I think we're sold out of $50 tickets already.
I believe so. And we're like halfway.
Yeah, we're over halfway sold. I don't think there's about 45 tickets left for the Bellamy Brothers, and that's all the way in February.
Mm-hmm.
And so they're going pretty fast too. Now up front on February 11th, we're going to have Cowgirl Up. So Miss Pearl will be up front playing bluegrass. So we'll have bluegrass entertainment in the front part of the building while the Bellamy Brothers are in the back doing sound check and everything because we don't open the back doors until after sound check and everything's done. We get the okay from the entertainer, we can open the back. So we try to provide entertainment in the front part of the building so everybody can come on in, eat, drink, be merry, and listen to some good music. By the way, this week for Exile, we'll have Hawkshaw Hawkins will be playing up front again in the front part of the building. Excuse me. In the front part of the building for Exile. Anyway, and then once Exile gets done, I think we got a late load in and a late sound check on them. So
Yeah.
the back doors probably won't be open until 4 o'clock on it. But we got live entertainment up front. So, anyhow, say something, did it
Let's see.
hang on. Nah, I got choked
I
up.
don't
I
have
can't
the
talk
thing in
too
front of
long.
me to read.
Well, I mean, I'm just going down the notes, but we got Creed Fisher will be in the building March 10th.
Y'all have had him before, hadn't
No,
you?
we never had Creed Fisher, and we're looking forward to it. He's really on top of the game. He keeps up with everything once a week and calls and asks how everything's going.
It's already halfway sold out too, so.
Excuse me. Sorry about that. I'm like everybody else. I'm in little puny sinuses have been dried up for so long. I'm about ready for some rain. But anyhow, but yeah, Creed Fisher will be in the building March 10th, and then March 17th we got Doug Stone. Both of these shows are $40 tickets, and I don't know for a fact, but I believe that this is Doug Stone's last tour that he's going to do, or last route he's going to make around. So we're fortunate to have him coming in.
Yeah.
And you want to talk about this right here?
Display. I had to find out where you said. I'm sorry. And we've got Hawks' mothers and fathers. Some of their outfits displayed at the bar. Chuck built some shadow boxes for them, and we've got some pictures that is displayed with the two of Miss Jean's. I think it's her shirts or jackets, and then we got a pair
Actually,
of
what
Hawks.
it is that we got a pair of pants that's in a shadow box. Pretty sure, and we got a picture above that. It's Ferlin Husky, Elvis Presley, Farron Young, and Hawkshaw Daddy, Hawkshaw Hawkins Sr. And I'm pretty sure he's got those pants on. But anyway, we got his pair of pants on display. He had about a size 28 with 30 waist, but he was 6'5", so he was a big old.
He was tall.
Tall, skinny guy. And then on both sides of that, we got two of Miss Jean Shepherd's suits that she wore. One of them's a complete suit, and the other's just a jacket, but she wore on the Grand Ole Opry. You know, she's one of the longest running female Grand Ole Opry stars in history. We have another picture of them sitting in the back room. It's all the girls one night at the Grand Ole Opry. It's Jan Howard,
Dolly Parton.
Dolly Parton, Skeeter Davis, Katie Wells.
I was gonna say I don't remember all of them.
There's a whole bunch. I mean, we got all the pictures with them all lined up, and then we got Miss Shepherd's, Miss Jean Shepherd. We got one of her plaques where she got the award for #1 song for 1956, "It Satisfied Mind." So, and it was voted by the DJ. It's called Cashbox Award. So, anyway, we got that on display down there too.
And yeah, Hawk let us use these.
And we got a Gene Watson guitar on display that with Gene Watson graphics that he had autographed and I got. So anyhow, it's on display.
I got
also.
to see them. Like, that's a
Yeah.
really neat thing that
Yeah.
you get to have there. I mean, it's original. It's
Oh,
not
yeah.
fake. It's original. They've been taken care of. Like, that's
Yeah.
history.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she actually wore them and on the Grand Ole Opry and everything. So and I mean, you can find pictures on the internet with the stuff on. So and it's pretty cool. And how much time we got there, Miss May?
I would say if you could at least give me like 15 more minutes,
I
I
got
can
that.
fill in the rest with all your commercials that I've had done.
Well, I can talk till the cows come home. I just didn't want to run over. Anyway, but anyway, we got that stuff on display. Also, I was going to talk a little bit about, I have another interest in, for you that, a lot of you that don't know, I've been racing racing pretty much my whole life. I'm starting my 52nd year of racing this year. So I raced the year before I opened the bar. I raced 25 A mains, but started the bar. I didn't get to race much this year. I raced 3 times this year.
But you did really good when you raced. So.
Well, I did, but for an old man, anyway. But I'm making my return back to asphalt racing. I got a ride through Murray Motorsports. It's a Camaro, 5-star body Camaro with a Ranger chassis with a Day Enterprise motor in it. We'll be racing the World Series of Speed in New Smyrna Beach, Florida during Speed Week. So I'll be down there racing 7 out of 9 nights. Hopefully I make 7 out of 9 nights. I know Mike hopes I make 7 out of 9 nights, but anyway, so I will be missing the Bellamy Brothers concert. That'll be the first one I miss.
So what made you decide to get back into this?
Well, my
Went to the All-American 400.
well, that too.
It was one of those on the whim things, wasn't it?
Yeah, I still got
Y'all
all,
two are good at.
yeah, I still got
We're
all
doing this on a whim.
yeah, I still got all my dirt cars and stuff. So I'm gonna do a dirt car racing. The first race I'm gonna try to run this year will be the Ice Bowl down at Talladega short track. So I'm gonna try to run that again.
I mean,
this
are
year.
you going to practice or are you just going to go?
I'm gonna go. I think.
Well, they did have a practice.
Round? I mean, how long's it been since you raced?
I've raced this year, but I haven't
Okay.
raced asphalt in 2 years. But
Yeah.
I think over the last 40 years, I probably made 19 gazillion laps. So
19 gazillion?
yeah, so I don't,
And, well, this is one of his favorite tracks, too.
Oh, this is my favorite track, and it's a 3/8 mile track, and it's pretty fast. I say 3/8. I say that not knowing how big it is, but it's a big paperclip track, and it's a lot of fun. And it's high banked, and you get to race against all the best people around, all the best late model drivers. So it's a lot of fun. Plus, you get to race against all the up and coming drivers, just like everybody you see race on Sunday now. I've raced with just about
So how many
everyone.
cars will be in the race?
It just depends. I mean, we've had full fields before, and we've had fields that
What's
wasn't
a full field?
full field. Well, I don't know, about 30 cars, 32 cars, something like
Something
that.
about that, yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
Because, I
And
mean,
then
like I say, it
people
is
that-
8 nights.
You got to qualify to race to make the race and all that stuff.
Well, how'd you qualify if you hadn't raced?
Huh?
How'd you qualify if you hadn't raced?
Oh, well, I mean, you get to practice the day that you're there, but I mean,
He'll qualify.
He will?
Yeah,
Mm,
I have no doubt.
Yeah, well, I have it. I'm one of them. I'm 65. I'm just happy to be out there. Somebody asked me a while back, said, when you gonna retire? I said, hell, I don't want to retire. I mean, I got the best seat in the house. I get to get out there and go around and watch all the kids drive. And some, which we used to say some of the old men, but I am the old man now. So anyway.
He's only doing like Red Farmer. I think.
I
It's you
don't,
know who Red
I
Farmer
don't think
is?
I'll live as long as Red Farmer, but anyhow.
He's what, 80?
No, I think he's right at 90.
And he's still racing dirt.
Really?
He was like original Alabama game.
Yeah, he was, yeah. Yeah, but Red's been
If
around
you've been
long,
around
but-
racing, yeah.
But anyway, he's been around. He's been around for a long time. Everybody respects him and loves him, and I'm one of them guys, that I just enjoy getting out there having a good time. I'm gonna run the best I can. I'm gonna run the best the car can, and hopefully I can do the car justice. The car's a good car, and hopefully I can do the car justice. And if I go out there and I run top 10 and I feel good about the way I drove, then it's a win-win for me, But at 65, there's not a whole lot of people that get the opportunity to get that there and go and do what I
Yeah.
do. So,
And the word has gotten out. He's coming back to
Oh,
asphalt.
it was funny because New Smyrna, I mean, I posted it, and within 2 hours, New Smyrna Beach, Florida Speedway had posted our first unofficial entry is Chuck Tuck, and we used to race down there a lot. One reason I'm doing this, and I had a couple of 3 friends we've lost here lately, and Mark Trox was one of them. I'm going to be racing in memory of all these guys. Mark, I ate lunch with him on a Tuesday. On a Thursday, he got sick, and the next Thursday he was gone. And we were sitting around talking about racing and everything, and he always gave me a hard time. He was my creative criticism
He was a good guy.
He was a good guy, but he was a big old boy, and he got COVID, and he had some heart issues and everything. So he wound up passing, and then his mama passed 2 weeks later. So anyway, but then we got so really miss him a lot. And I want to do this for him. Then Rusty, the guy that worked at New Smyrna Speedway, he was a buddy down there. They have some stuff going on down there, but I think he passed away of a heart attack, and so there's just a couple of 3 folks, like Shamu that worked for Five Star Bodies for years and years, and then he worked for Day Enterprises. We lost him also. All 3 of them passed, really quick right amongst each other. So.
And then you raced with Gary quite a bit too, Gary Finley.
Yeah. So this is gonna go, yeah, and it's gonna be racing for a bunch of the old guys, for people. Since I was the one that thought I would never make it this long, and I'm still here, so I'm gonna do this for all the guys that I grew up with, and that always thought I'd be the first one to go. So we're gonna do this in memory of all those guys and just have a good time with it. We're gonna go down. Mike, the guy that owns a race car, he's not my age, but he's closer to my age, and me and him, we talked about it, and we're just gonna go have a good time. He's gonna have a good time. I'm gonna have a good time. If one night I don't feel like, he's a race car driver himself. One night I don't feel like racing, he wants to race, he's gonna jump in and race. So it's just gonna be a good time and be something different for us to do. And I'm looking forward to it a lot. I said I wasn't racing any more asphalt, but this will be.
Here you are.
Yeah, yeah. But don't never say you ain't never gonna do anything. I don't.
That is it. Hey. I learned that at a young age.
When he told me he's going to the All-American 400, I was like, in Nashville, I thought, oh my gosh.
That's funny. It's funny, Andy Johnson, he posted in there and said, yep, that's what happened when you come to All-American 400. Look what it cost you. Yeah, well, you're right, Andy. But hey, it's hard to take the racer. If you're a true racer, it's hard to get it taken out of your blood. I mean, you don't want to go sit and watch. You want to get out there and do it. And it's like, wow, I used to do that. That was fun. I never was the greatest racer, but I was.
Well, when I told you yesterday when I met that man that brought y'all's name up, he asked me, he said, did he used to race dirt track because he used to own Thunder Hill Raceway.
Yep, I went off the back straightaway.
So he knew who you were, but I said, I know he used to race, but I don't know what it was.
Yeah, I went off the back
that
of
has
Thunder
my
Hill.
answer now.
Yeah, I went off the back of Thunder Hill one night, end over end. I don't remember any of them, not me cold as a cucumber.
He was walking the opposite way when he got out of the car.
Hey,
I mean, not toward the racetrack, going to the whatever the field, cornfield, whatever.
Hey.
I was like, oh.
One good thing about those type of wrecks, you don't remember them, so yeah.
So you don't remember that one.
But it was all my fault. I know one thing, when you go off the back straightaway and you ain't hearing nothing but air and the engine done quit and all you hear is air going.
It ain't a good sign.
It's not a good sign, so anyway.
That's like.
Then the other dirt track, I raced at Flat Rock one time, flipped the car 4 times up there. So anyway, Debbie's first taste of dirt racing many years ago wasn't that great. So we went to asphalt racing.
Yeah.
Because that makes it so much better.
Yeah, well, we just recently went back to dirt 2 years ago. So.
What? It's like a close-knit community.
Yeah.
I guess you'd say. You've got a lot of friends. And I mean, even though you've been gone a long time, when you come back,
it's like nothing's changed.
Yeah.
And it's fun. It's funny. We argue and fuss and fight and get into it with each other and kick each other's booty, but don't let nobody from the outside come in, because we're all like brothers and sisters and stuff. And we argue and fight, but nobody else needs to get in the middle of it. So so we all stick together, love each other, even though it don't look like it all the time.
Oh yeah. And then the other day on Facebook, it popped up a race that he did. Let's see,
In 1989,
1989,
and I actually drove a car that I'd always wanted to drive my whole life, and I never will forget it. Old Charlie Chamley called me one day. He said, "You want to drive my car tonight?" He said, "You got to promise me you ain't going to wreck it." And he said, "No, I can't quote exactly what he said, but don't wreck my car, boy," is what he said. Hey, put it. We started off outside front row, and we wound up finishing 3rd or 4th, and I didn't tear his car up. I didn't even put a scratch on it, and I forgot all about it. And a friend of mine, Gary McCullough, sent a video, And I thought, that's the night I drove Charlie's car. And it came up, and I thought that was pretty funny. One and only time that anybody ever allowed me to drive their car, that trusted me to drive their car. And Charlie was like, Charlie is the man, back in them days. Guess what car it was? Maddie.
What car?
WDRM 102.
Oh, man.
You knew I used to race for ZYP,
No,
right?
I didn't.
Yeah, I raced for WZYP for what, 8 years?
Yeah, yeah.
Been many years ago. So.
That's a long time ago. I'll forgive you.
This was in, like I say, that was
1989.
Yeah, 89.
But that was
So.
pretty wild. And, I thought, man. He sent me that, and he said, we was in this race, and I kept looking for my car, and then I went back and listened to the driver intro, and I remembered then what it was, why I didn't see my car. My car wasn't out there. I was, but my car wasn't. But it was a lot of fun. And yeah, but I'm looking forward to that, and we're going to do some dirt racing this year. I got to say a big thank you to somebody that this will be the third show, and I haven't really brought his name up much, But Bobby Townsend, he does all my production and all my sound and everything, and his guys, they do me a great job. And some of these nights that I want to go racing, I might have to get them to come in and help me out. But Bobby, the sound system and everything, he comes in and he rearranges everything, and he's more of a perfectionist, because every few showed, he'll come in and say, man, I think this will work better. Let's change this around. I'm like, it ain't broke, don't fix it. And then he makes it sound better. And I'm like, okay, all right.
And this is not, this like last week, and the concert's not till this weekend. And
Yeah, he came in last week and did a whole bunch of changes in there and changed some speakers out, and it sounds so much better, And so, so I guess, you got to make changes every now and then to stay on top of the game. That's one person told me a while back, said, the reason I like coming here, because you're not stuck in a rut. Every time I come in here, you change something different. He said, there's always something to check out and look at different. I mean, every time you come in, there's not something different in there.
Yes.
Well, that's like when we first built Confederate Railroad, we decided we don't have enough place for everybody to sit.
In 4 days, we built the
That's when
whole.
we did
That's
that.
true. And then one show, it was too hot in there, so the next time I walked in, there were more air conditioning units thrown on the wall.
Yeah, I think we
Split
got
units.
20-something tons now.
Yeah, so we, every
But
time.
I mean, you're upgrading as you go, and you're seeing how to make people feel comfortable and everything, and you're not going to get that just at any place.
Well,
Yeah.
every time we have a problem or an issue, we try to fix it. And then every time,
Now you're running out of room. What you going to do about that?
we're finna build another building, I guess. So anyway, I'm trying to let my billfold regroup a little bit, but I just.
I don't know if racing's going to help that.
No, well, no. It'll help me with this.
It'll help you mentally.
Yeah, it'll help me and get me back motivated and stuff. We work for so long trying to get everything the way we want it, and then all of a sudden we'll figure out something ain't right, and then we'll fix it. And just like the menu, we had to go to a abbreviated concert menu because there's just no way we can cook everything on the menu.
Yeah. Which, I mean, that's
You'd
understandable.
We'd have to have a huge kitchen in order to cook. Somebody orders 70. We had somebody order 72 wings. You know how long it takes to cook 72 wings, and then so it throws.
I mean, you got enough fryers, but other people come in and want stuff.
Well,
You just have to keep it casual. Hamburgers, fries.
yeah.
That's what you getting.
So we do that, and then and then the sound of first Confederate Railroad we had, and the same engineer came work it again. We didn't have speakers in the back, part of the new room that we had just added, and so you lost a little bit of the vocal. So we fixed that before T. Graham came in, and that worked so much better. Even the same engineer came back with Confederate this time, was talking about how much better it was and everything. They love playing that. They won't come back again. If I had my way, they'd be the house band, but of course, Chad Bradford killed me because Mike Dillon wants to be the house band. So, love those guys too.
But I mean, you're now getting, which I'm not going to say who, but you've had some of these artists reach out to you to play at your space.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, people are hearing more and more
Yes.
about you.
Actually, it's every day we get a phone call now.
Or
or
Email.
somebody, or they'll send us saying, hey, we're coming through, and here's the artists that are available, and you know, we'll have quite a few of them that want to come play there. Some of them we can't afford, some of them we can't afford. Thing is, you know, I don't want to get my ticket prices above $50, so I'm kind of limited to where I'm at right now, what I can do, and I don't want to. When I get more people, I can still keep my ticket price at $50. Excuse me, but I'll be able to get more people in, so I can afford it. But anyhow.
Yeah, we're looking forward to some of the ones that are up
Oh, yeah.
coming. So
I don't have my kids on Velcro Pygmy Night, so
There you
y'all
go,
see
you there.
there.
Gotta bring Charlotte. Gotta bring Charlotte.
Does she like that kind of music?
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. She has no excuse.
No excuse.
Oh, I think it's gonna be a good time.
It will
gonna
be.
Wild. Yeah. So, but
Stupid cough. I'll be glad to get rid of it.
Did you mention Geneva for what are y'all doing New Year's
yes.
Eve? I don't remember hearing that.
Yeah, Geneva will be there. It'll be on a Sunday, and we got permission to stay open. You know, on Sunday because we're supposed to close at 9.
Mm-hmm.
So it's gonna be a good time. We usually have a pretty good crowd when Geneva's there. A lot of people don't know her, but I mean, she used to be, you know, do a lot of biker rallies, and she used to have her own TV shows in Nashville, and yeah. So, and then she's the one that always MCs for us at every concert. So she's pretty well known around there now. So.
Yeah, I mean, and you know, they did the world tour of the USO and stuff, and they entertained their troops. And like I say, she's been on a lot of magazine covers. She had 3 TV shows in Nashville, and they played all over the United States. You know, they used to be a touring band, and they play a lot. And they've opened for a lot of people.
What type of music is that?
They play mostly the old rock and roll type stuff and everything, and you know. But Geneva can sing country too. She likes country.
I think that's what she started off for before she was in a band.
Mm-hmm.
Was doing country music.
Yeah, well, they all grew up in Hendersonville, Tennessee. Her and Hawk and a bunch of the entertainers that you see now, they all grew up together, and they're all from Hendersonville. So, and I can't believe how many entertainers live in Hendersonville. I mean,
Yeah.
that whole town is full.
Yeah, a lot of people that we've had, they know, you know, personally that kind of live.
That's
One
like,
of them lives close to them.
It's like Phelps, and the Kentucky Headhunters. He only lives, by the way the crow flies, 3/8 of a mile away from Geneva and them. And Geneva and them have a house they ran out, and what is that, Burpro or whatever it is? They have a name for the house and stuff, but it's well sought after house that they ran out up there.
VRBO. Verbo.
Yeah, Verbo. Yeah. So it's a well sought after house, so they rented it out quite a bit. It looks like a log cabin with a big stone. Jerry Rowe and all of them have been there. So, you know. And they filmed the Hawk's latest video, part of it filmed there. So if you see Hawk's video, you'll see Geneva and them's house, part of it was filmed there. So
Yeah, because they've got a
the bar scene and stuff is actually in that house. They took the garage and converted it into, looks like a bar. And it's got a
Pretty
nice
neat,
poker
yeah.
table in there, and it's got a band, it's got a stage and everything in it. So, and but anyhow, so it's pretty cool. They got a stage in their backyard, and it belonged to a famous singer. I ain't gonna call her name, but the stage actually belonged to her too. So anyhow, but pretty cool, pretty cool.
Yeah, and her Thanksgiving thing did turn out well, and they had over
They served them.
2,000.
Yeah, they served 2,000 something plates. They did the largest. It was on the news in Nashville a couple of days ago.
Wow.
It was the largest one in the United States. So anyway, so that's pretty good. And really proud of that for them. And when you serve over 2,000 people.
That gives me chills.
Yeah. So, you know, they do a lot, and they got a big Toys for Tots thing coming up too. So she does a lot of stuff for the community, you know, and she gives back a lot. And you know, and just with the people she knows and everything. And I'd like to say, it's pretty funny sitting here. Hawk told me the other day, man, he said, I had so much more stuff I wanted to talk about. I said, well, we'll get you back on the show again. He said, Because I want him to tell some of the stories about in the back of the Opry and everything
Yeah.
when they were playing in the back rooms at the Opry, and he's got a lot of stories he can tell. It's fun just hanging out with him. You know, I went up and spent a couple of days with him. Was it last weekend or last week?
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And spent a day up there with him, and so we sitting around BS, and then it's amazing the stuff. We got to watching some of the old videos of his mom and dad and everything, and talking about some of the people that used to babysit him in the back room there, and we watched some of their videos, and
And he
You
don't
know.
think nothing about it,
Hey,
you
you
know.
know.
It's
But
just normal.
yeah, you know, the thing is, I'm
They're
like,
still normal people.
no,
Yeah.
yeah, well, the same as we are, and you know, and he's pretty cool. I mean, me and him hit it off really right off the bat. You know, there's just certain people in your lifetime that you know.
Kind of like me and you.
Yeah, you know, yeah. Me and you, Buzz. You know, that you can actually talk to, and stuff just goes out real, and they're just easy to talk to, and easy to entertain. You know. I know you probably had some friends before, like, damn, we come over tonight. What are we gonna do tonight? And you got to say, we just ramble like I'm rambling right now. We just start talking about stuff, and you know, and that's what's cool. And then, you know, same thing with Dwayne and Geneva. You know, they've been entertainers their whole life. We just, like yesterday, we met up with them in Hendersonville, and they all just, they said, what are you doing? I said, well, we're going down the bowling alley for a few minutes. So we went down the bowling alley for a few minutes, and here come Hawk, here comes Geneva and them. Of course, I got heckled on my bowling.
I ain't known like 15 years.
Hey, let me tell you what she did. She gets up there, strike.
Spare.
Strike.
3 strikes in a row. I
Strike.
couldn't believe it.
Strike. Open frame. Spare. Strike. She only had 2 open frames, and she bowled like a 159. I bowled a 79. And anyhow,
They should have put up the gutter guards for you.
well,
Oh,
I did get the dinosaur thing out where you just sit the
Yeah.
ball on it, roll down, and I still missed. So anyhow,
Yeah, I think I was getting me a drink.
I mean,
I didn't see it. He's like,
Dwayne, but anyway,
yeah.
Dwayne said, "You're terrible. You're absolutely terrible." I said, "Yeah, I know it. Of course, Hawk was laughing at me. And he's like, you let a girl beat you."
3 out of 1 games.
Shut up, woman. Anyway,
It was fun. We had done it. And then we raced. And I wanted racing.
You raced what?
Oh, it's
The
just one
video
of those
machine.
videos.
Oh,
things.
okay.
It was me and
I was actually thinking like footage.
Oh,
you had 3 65-year-old kids sitting over there playing that video game, so you know.
It's fun.
Yeah.
Hey, you only live once,
But
and
now I
you
have-
want to stay young.
I have raced a car once in Powder Puff, and I did win on that.
You go, girl.
Oh, yeah.
I think
but-
Miss Debbie can do anything.
Yeah.
I want to be like her when I grow up.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Hey, I'd like to sit here and criticize her, but hey, she's been a good one. I mean, I did good. They kept taking credit for getting her. We have been married 47 years,
Yeah.
you believe that? So,
In December.
yeah, I can't believe I put up with her this long, but anyhow.
I think it's the other way around.
Oh.
No offense.
Yeah.
No offense.
Well, yeah, you may be right, but anyhow, but yeah, we have a good time living. And you know, you only live one time. You got to get it all out you can. So that's what we're trying to do.
Spur of the moment crap, too.
Yeah.
That's my favorite thing about y'all. Y'all just never know where you're gonna be or what you're gonna
True.
do. You just haul out and go.
Even when we, we have 4 kids, even with them growing up, we did the same thing. So
It's no
just
fun.
get
It's
on the
no
wheel and
fun
go to
planning
California.
because see here, if you're traveling and you want to drive 1,000 miles, you don't want to have a motel room 200 miles away because you still got 800 miles you can travel. And then again, you don't want to plan on driving 1,000 miles and only want to drive 200 miles. So we never plan.
You wing it.
We never
We wing
plan
it,
anything.
yeah.
Worst case scenario, we wind up sleeping in the car, so you know how that goes. But hey, that's part of the fun too. Yeah, so you know, life is what you get out of it. Life is what you make of it. And we try to treat everybody the way we want to be treated, and we try to have a good time in life, and that's what the racing is. Racing is my getaway, my fun. So I don't know what your getaway and fun is. What is that?
Spectating with you racing.
Well,
And
you ain't
I'm
gonna
your
get-
number 1 fan, except I won't be there this time.
You won't be there this time. Actually, I got how much longer we got? Just a couple of minutes.
Yeah, you got a couple.
All right.
I'll give you a couple.
Okay, well, actually what happened was when we first started dating, she went to the races with my sister. This was in 1975. Next time I come in, I will show you a picture of what we looked like in 1975. But I was the only white boy in school who had an afro. Man, my head was great. I had a great big old afro. And Debbie, she had that big old boofy hair back then in them days. And anyway, I told her, I said, when we first started dating, she was with my sister. We went to a racetrack, and this bunch of chihuahuas tried to eat us up at the Mission Gate. You remember that?
Yeah, it's like 50 of them.
Yeah,
or more.
that's why I don't like chihuahuas. But anyhow, told her, I said, don't ever give me an ultimatum. You were racing, cause I said you'll be gone, and that's the truth, is it not?
It is.
Yeah, and she never has, and she's been there the whole time. So
Racing's fun though. I mean,
Huh?
I enjoy it.
yeah, well, not that I was really running off on the kind of racing, but you have to lay groundworks, I guess.
Well,
in a
everybody's
relationship.
like, aren't you scared watching him race? I'm like, well, it's a little nerve-wracking, but it's what he wants to do.
It's
Yeah,
adrenaline.
And I mean, if it's his time, he's doing what he wants,
Yeah.
And he's like,
I've done
It's-
some
it's in
crazy
his
crap
blood,
and
yeah.
got away with it. So anyway, done some stupid stuff too and got away with it. So, and we got some
Saying
storm.
that.
Yeah, shut up. We don't need to get into that part, but anyway, but some of my buddies,
At the
Ronnie and
racing.
all of them, remember the sand diving incident in Daytona. So anyways, I've been really fortunate. I've got to race at Daytona, Talladega, Mid Ohio, Road Atlanta, Charlotte, Rockingham, Nelson Ledges, Ohio. I got to race a lot of places. So, and
met a lot of
cars
great
is,
people too.
Huh?
And there was a lot of great people.
Racing is a great thing. You know, anybody wants to do anything with their kids, and racing's a great place to take their kids. You can start them off in quarter midget racing, have a good time, keeps them occupied, keeps them out of trouble.
Yeah, our son raced until he got married, but he did really well too.
Yeah. All right, run over the schedule right quick. December 1st, Left Foot. December 2nd, Last Rebel. December 3rd, Exile. December 8th, Tequila Falls. December 9th, Salem Rats. December 16th, Space Donkeys. December 17th, Bluegrass. No charge for that. That's on a Sunday. December 22nd, Chad Bradford. December 23rd, Breeze. December 29th, Steel 6. December 30th, Velcro Pygmies. $15 cover charge that night. December 31st, Geneva. And we'll cover it all the next time.
No.
Yep.
No
Tell them how
coverage
they
on
can
that.
get a hold of you.
Tux Bar, 931-565-1568.
Hope to see you there.
931-565-1568, Tux Bar.
All right. Bye, guys.